Okay, this is Mr. Timchik's class, and today we are learning about leveling tools. So the first thing we got to learn about is the difference between plumb and level. Level is when you measure something horizontally. So, like a picture frame, you want to make sure it's level. All right, at the top are horizontally, and then plumb is what you measure vertically. All right, so the example here is you want the post to be plumb, and you want the beam here to be level on sitting on the post. Same thing here. All right, level should be at a 90 degrees as well. And then, between plumb and level, it should be make a 90 degree. So ancient people, and before we had modern levels, what they would use is a right angle, all right, piece of wood or whatever they had, and they would tie a weight to it. Looks like the modern day plumb bob, and you would draw a line, all right, that would come from the center of the intersection here of the two pieces, all right, of the corner of the square. Attach that there, and if it lines up in the middle, that's where it's level at. All right, so the levels that we think of today are called spirit levels, and they're called spirit levels because of the vials that they have in them. They used to be made out of alcohol, and they're no longer made of alcohol. I don't know what kind of what's in them, but alcohol used to be called spirits because when you drink it, that's the different spirits that you might see when you drink the alcohol, which is really just getting drunk. But it's called spirit levels because of the vials and because of the what's in them, and so that's for level, the horizontal. That's for plumb, the vertical. You can see it there, and that's for your 45 degree, which you use a lot. There's two main kinds: is the box and the I beam. The box beams are a lot stronger, fully boxed. Take a lot more abuse. Won't get at a level all that much. The I beam, that is a cheaper option, can get out of level pretty easily and bent up, but still work if you keep it in good shape. All right. They also have like other brand, tines. There's even digital ones. They're pretty fancy, and there's also like the best brand out there, like called Stabila, and you can even run over these things, and they're still level. So, they levels fall a lot in job sites and stuff like that, and so it's easy to get them bent up. So it's good to buy a tough one, so it'll last a long time. That's a plate level right there. So when you're setting large walls, all right, you can set your plate level on there, and it'll tell you, make sure that your walls are all good to go, nice and plumb. How to check if your level is reading correctly? All you got to do is lay it on any kind of table. It doesn't have to be completely flat, completely level. Put it on there, check the reading, and then flip it over. And if the reading is the same on whatever side it's on, it doesn't it'll be good. So whatever side, doesn't matter which side you have it on, they both read the same. That's how you know it's good. Torpedo levels are the small levels that you can keep in your tool belt. They're really handy because usually you're not going to be carrying around a 4-foot level in your tool belt, but it's good to have one, especially for cutting rafter tails or anything like that. Getting the slope of a pipe or something like that, getting that right. But if you have something really long, all right, like you're setting fence posts or making block walls, anything like that for foundations, you want a line level, and that'll get you where you need it, because you're not going to have a 60-foot spirit level. So you just pull your lines, and then the vials on these that attach to the line will tell you if it's level or not. You can see here like uneven ground here, but you have your post here, and you put your line level there, and it'll tell you if your line is straight. So those are line levels right there. For plumb, all right, especially for long distance, like tall plumbing or anything like that, you want the same spot on the ceiling as the one on the floor. The best way to do that is using a plumb bob, and all it is a machine weight that's machined perfectly and tied to a string, and that way you can get the same. If you want a spot on the floor that's the same on the floor to the ceiling, you're going to use a plumb bob. And then laser levels are kind of the new thing, and you can do everything that I just explained with laser levels. There's really powerful ones that can go hundreds of feet. Um, you can do both plumb and square, and plumb level and square with it using the crosses that they make. They come with either green or red light. The green light is a little bit better to see. Like I said, it does plumb, level, it does everything. It can shoot all the way around the room, especially if you're like setting cabinets that are all the way around a room. I would definitely use a laser if you got it, because it'll shoot everything and so make everything even along the four walls, nice and level. You can either even tilt them if you want to. Like you're setting a railing, instead of measuring everything, you just kind of set your laser level so it can be tilted, and so you can kind of do that. And then obviously there's lasers for plumbing, so you can kind of get rid of the old plumb bob, and you can just set up these plumb lasers, which you just set on the ground, and it'll shoot all in the ceiling in front of you. It'll shoot down if you have it on the ceiling. It just kind of shoots everywhere where you need it. Very handy tool. Lasers are kind of what you use in construction anymore to get it perfect. They're self-leveling, so they kind of get it dead on for you. All right, these are the leveling tools.